Hey folks, it's me again, RiggerM71. I haven't made a video in a while due to some life-related stuff that needed to be taken care of, but I'm back now. So I figured I'd make a simple tech video to get back into the swing of things. And as you may have guessed from the title, we're going to be comparing the Razer DeathAdder Chroma against the older 3.5G. Is it worth upgrading to the Chroma? And what exactly are the major differences between these two mice? Let's find out. The DeathAdder has been one of Razer's most popular gaming mice over the years, and has gone through a number of changes since late 2006 when it was first introduced. Just the DPI on the sensor alone has gone from 1800 on the original model, all the way to 10,000 on the new Chroma version. Yeah, 10,000. That's pretty crazy. My first introduction to the DeathAdder was several years ago with the 3.5G, and believe me, I used the crap out of it. Its main features included a 3500 DPI sensor, Synapse 2.0 software integration, and blue LED lighting, which you obviously can't see here because it's not plugged in. This mouse actually still works fine, but I did notice the buttons starting to get somewhat mushy, for lack of a better term. This is nothing specific to Razer. Any mouse will start to exhibit the mushy button phenomenon after years of use. So in response, I recently switched to this. This is the Chroma version of the DeathAdder. Its main features include a 10,000 DPI sensor, Synapse 2.0 software integration, and RGB lighting that can be configured to just about any color you want it to be. New features to the hardware include a rubber grip to the sides of the mouse, as well as one on the mouse wheel. I think these features were included on the 2013 version of the DeathAdder, so it isn't exactly new, but it is new to me. The mouse coating also feels different coming from the 3.5G. It feels slightly rougher, which seems to provide a better overall grip. Also worth mentioning is the fact that it doesn't seem to need as much cleaning. My old DeathAdder would pick up oil and fingerprints rather easily. On the software side of things, the lighting tab has obviously changed a bit to include the different color selection options. Note the mouse wheel and the logo can be changed separately. Other options include static, breathing, and a new spectrum cycling mode that will slowly cycle through all of the main color options. You can also configure the colors to your liking by using the color wheel, which gives you extraordinary control over the color selection. Pretty much any color your system can produce, your mouse can match. Another feature worth mentioning is the new Calibration tab that allows you to customize the liftoff and material settings of your mouse in relation to the surface you're using it on. I don't recall the 3.5G having this feature, but I could be mistaken. Maybe the 2013 version had it. Regardless, it's kind of a neat addition. There are a number of presets obviously set up for Razer mousepads, but you can configure your own by running a short calibration test and saving the result. You can see here that I have mine set up for a Corsair MM200 mousing surface. I made a review of that mousepad some time ago, so be sure to check that out if you're interested. So those are the main features and differences between these two devices. Some of them matter quite a bit, and some of them really don't. One that doesn't really make much difference to me is the increased DPI. I pretty much keep my Chroma on the same setting as I did the other DeathAdder, which is about 2000. I rarely deviate from that, and honestly anything higher starts to feel a bit twitchy to me. I can't imagine anyone needing to raise it all the way to 10,000. I don't even see how you could use the damn thing at that setting. As for improvements that do make a difference, I really like the rubber side grips, as well as the new coating. The calibration tab is also a kind of a nice addition, and the abundance of color choices for the lighting is good too. So in response to the big question, should you upgrade from an older DeathAdder to a Chroma? I'd have to say it depends. If you're using a pre-2013 edition model like I was, it might be worth it. However, due to the fact that the rubber grips and some other features were already included in the 2013 version, it's probably not worth your time and money to change if you're using one of those. Obviously, if your mouse is starting to fail or is broken completely, I could recommend getting a Chroma. The price for a new one seems to fall within the realm of $60 to $70, depending on where you see it. That's kind of middle of the road as far as gaming mice are concerned. There are much cheaper options as well as much more expensive ones available. Well, I think that about covers it. I hope this video was somewhat informative, and if it was, don't be shy about hitting the like button or subscribing to the channel. And as always, feel free to leave a comment below if you have something to add to the subject. So until next time, take care, play some cool games, watch some cool movies, and most important, have fun.